Welcome everyone. This is Will K-Mac Vintage. Little intro there that I tried. I know I'm not good at making this stuff, but anyway, it's a start. One of the things that I picked up when I was away was actually a Stream Deck to try to help me out here a little bit. But anyway, it is what it is. I am glad to be back in Cayman. I have a lot of stuff here that I brought back with me from my trip up to Florida and to VCF. So let's start off first with actually VCF. VCF was amazing. It was great to meet everyone. Um, Met all of the classic people, the ones that have been in this for a long time, legends and everything from Adrian to actually Steve, Ron, um, Eric's Edge, Garth, Adam, Sloopy. Oh God, I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, but I mean that's it was great to be there, great to meet everyone, great to see everyone, and something I hate. Gut bomb, hey, how are you there? Yes, I am home. Thank finally. I got in yesterday. Yesterday was a long day for me, so I went to bed early. I couldn't even finish watching all of the Old World Tech Friday. So I went to bed because I was so tired. Anyway, the show was amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was something different. Nice to see all of that vintage tech and what everyone is doing with it and what they're not doing with it and so forth. um, let me get something here. While I was there, from the free pile, I was able to get one of these that I needed. Trina, hi Trina, Retrotech Chris, hi there, how are you all? Trina is at her show, so hopefully that has started and is going well for you. So I got this. I needed it. It is still sealed. Um, so that was nice to have. Retrotech Chris, I met him too over there, and plenty of pictures. What a character, full of life. Always smiling and cheerful. That's one thing I got to say about Chris. Um, always on the go. When do you slow down and recharge, Chris? Yes, it did go by way too fast. And then the other one I got too is this one. This was also in the actually free pile. It's still sealed and everything. So as the guy was putting them on the table, I actually snagged them. So these were the only two things that I got from the actually free pile. But I did manage to also get a lot of actually EEPROM chips. They're still in the suitcase. You can see down there. I have my suitcase sitting down there. In the bottom there are all the long tubes of the chips and everything I bought. I mean, I bought like 120 chips from this guy that was selling them for actually $1 a piece. So I got a bunch of them. Yes, Trina, Chris is the best man. He is just amazing. Just from the time he got there to the time he left, was always cheerful, happy, a smile on face, and always positive character. So um, I do have this morning something like in my like an actually sore, like an actually sore actually throat. I feel like my tonsils swollen up or something. But I don't have COVID. I did some tests and I don't have it. Uh, so why am I getting these messages anyway? So let's see what else. VCF. I was there with my friend Scott. Scott is in Dallas, and he is a also avid collector. Has a lot of stuff. Um, and he was there with a table for the Sinclair Spectrum stuff. And I shared a little bit of space with him, selling some of my things and so forth. So during that visit, although I don't even have one here, I don't have one in the case and everything here. Um, we we launched version 2 of our programmer. This is a brand new design. brand new features on it, and it is twice as fast. So version one, we will not be selling anymore. We are well. I may still have one or two of those lingering around that we're gonna try to sell at a lower price than version two, which only has one chip on it and is twice as fast. If you already own one of these, or from version one, or even one before we started selling them, any of the previous versions, be sure that you go and download from the website the new actually firmware and the new programming software. All right, so much stuff going on in the chat here. Let's see. Trina, you're gonna see what it is, what it's like today. Dave, hi there. Uh, yeah, hold out for Asian Midwest next year, Trina. You will definitely like it. So it will be good. Anyway, so version two. I sold ROMs there. I had memory. Both of the two DAN cards that I made for the Apple II series. Both of those sold, which was nice. I have stuff to make 10 more of them, so I will be making those eventually. So now let's get rid of my face here and let's go to this. Yeah, I forgot I had actually address showing in actually Florida. But a lot of people know that already. This is a box of goodies. Trina, look what came. The thing you sent me. I finally got it. Yay. So that came. This baggie here. Also, look at this nifty new thing here that I found. This, it looks like a pen, but it's actually a little knife, and it's very good to use underneath a microscope because that point is so small and thin. So this here is okay. These are the two hybrid module replacements for the sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. I'm gonna send you my blank boards and my failed DAN card. Well, I gave up and bought a. Why did you go buy another one? Jeez, man, you just don't. Anyway, go ahead and send them down to Florida. I'm there again October 10th through the 24th. Just actually a month away, less than a month because today is already the 16th. So when I go up, I am going to Dallas for a couple days from the 12th until the 17th. Yeah, so the 18th through 23rd, I'll be in Florida, and then I can see what to do with them. What I can do is I can build one or two that I have here, and I can send you those. I can just swap out with you. So, but yeah, these are the two hybrid modules that are needed for the actually portable. So I bought two of them. They weren't that expensive, and because I got some portables that I need to finish fixing. So that's what this is. For now, I'll just put these back in the envelope. Yeah, you'll be fine with the reactive micro, but it's still nice to have different things, different options. Flux. I buy the real I hope this is the real Amtech. One way to find out. Yeah. Let's see. So doesn't look like it's the fake stuff. So I put this away in my stash of Flux. Okay. Fuses. Yes, I need a lot of fuses. What else did I get here? Oh yeah, my friend actually Joakim in Sweden. he makes Blue SCSIs for over there. So he sent me the Blue SCSI external, and he sent me an ATX power adapter for this. I can use for this is for the Quadra 9X series. So then I can just easily swap this around. Use an ATX power supply and then a cable to go to the Quadra. This is a much simpler thing. It doesn't have any other features. Doesn't have any big things in it. It does have soft power. Yeah, it does have the soft power. So that's a nice thing to have. This is a Blue SCSI here. I need to test it. SCSI 2. And it goes right over there. These are my purple. I got my yeah, trainer, what's all happening over there? It starts in like 2.5 hours, Dave. Oh geez, it starts kind of late for, well, over there's 8:30 now, right? So yeah, I guess it's 8:30 over there for you too. Get up, Trina. You don't want to stay in bed. Get up, and go see what this is all about. You will enjoy it. So, these are LEDs for my actually blink RAM and different things, but these are a different color. These are going to be purple. So that's gonna go in with my RAM. These are AC to DC converters. And really what this is for is for the power replacement stuff that we're making. This is a prototype test to see if I can find something ready-made that will work. This takes in 12 volts. Well, yeah, this takes in AC and puts out 12 volts, 8 amps. So this is for the bigger unit. This was more for the CI and the SI. So then, I'll have actually AC coming in over here, DC coming in here, going over to the Pico. So y'all will see me working on this also. Sorry, folks, my cough is. I told you that my throat's not doing too good. Let me drink some coffee. That will help. So I have 2 of those for me to actually prototype with, and then I have 2 here that are a bit smaller. These are for the actually pizza box ones. This is a 12 volt, 4 amps. Boxer snips. I need these. I ran out. I only have the 2 that I'm still using. One has a bent beak that is bent like crazy, and the other one is still somewhat good. Oh, one of my things for my flux fell out. Yes, you see, I knew I had them. All right, I was talking earlier about the prototype boards for the power supplies. This is for the SI. We're calling this Lucy. So because of when you do the 2 and the SI, I don't know if you can see the name somewhat right there. Yeah, you see LL, and then we just add a U in it to make it say Lucy. It won't focus anyway. So that's what this one is going to be called, to this board. We basically take the power thing and it's going to sit. So the power adapter is going to end up sitting right here. You see, it fits very nicely on there. And then we have the Pico, we have the connector, and then the cable that comes out and goes to the machine. A couple nice other things that we're adding is that it has extra connecting points for you to pull power if you need some power for some other things, like actually 3.3 volts, 12 volts, and 5 volts. But it also has a header that we can connect a USB to it, And basically what that's going to do is something like this, that then you can put this onto here, and then you can have USB connection inside your case. I mean, we'll probably make this shorter. It will sit somewhere close to the power supply, and it will give you, hey Steve, morning, how are you? Frank S is here too. When I was in Florida, I actually linked up with actually Frank, so it was a pleasure meeting him in person. Many of you always see him in the channels in the chat, but I was able to meet him in actually person, and he doesn't live too far away from where I stay, so I'm sure we'll be actually linking up more. So this will give you some actually power USB 5 volts inside inside the case if you need it. So kind of a nice add-on that we're gonna have for the power supplies. So I have a couple test sample cables that I bought, but you see this will sit here, and then you got your Pico and everything else, and then this will go right into the case, and you're done. From the outside, from the outside, it looks like a normal power supply. It still uses the same cable 3-prong connector coming in, because instead of the power brick being outside, we decided to put it inside. So, and they fit very nicely. So that's the one for the SI. Now SI, this board, I only have a couple of them right now. They are still I have not tested the SI yet in a final one. This is for the actually pizza box one. So this has been tested. This works. I do have prototypes already made, so this is basically done. This will work in both of the cases, both of the power supplies, in the actually TDK and in the actually Aztec. So it will be a nice item. Where the pics? Oh, I stayed so much at the table. I did walk around, but I really didn't take too many pictures. I'm one of those that was kind of minding my own business and staying very actually low key. Which one of these did I open up? Okay, now this is the smaller unit, so this will work on the pizza box ones. Yeah, that will go right there. See, it fits perfect. And it will go inside the power supply and give you the same things. So this one also has actually USB that will come off and into the case. Okay, so that's with the two power supplies. I did buy another soldering iron. I don't use the fancy Hakko things yet. I've had very good success with these small little things. I just don't feel like spending that much money on it. So, but anyway, I use, they're like this. They're the small little pencil ones, and I bought another one just to have as safety, and a bunch of different tips. This is a bunch of different EPROMs and different chips that I needed for different projects that I'm working on. These are for the Dan. What's in this order anyway? This is the 82C 55As gut bomb. You know what those are for. 41 464 memory, 41 64 memory, and a grab bag of different EPROMs, 2764s. So then what did I get here? Oh, these are two Pico W's for me to put on my two actually blue SCSIs. Some And some of these ribbon cables. I need this for the DAN. Just standard little 10-pin ribbon cables. That one is 10-pin. This one is smaller. This one is 6. And some 6s. And then a bunch of wick. I don't know why they put wick in an Anashi static bag. Someone can tell me why is the wick inside a static bag? I guess it is to give me static bags that I can reuse. I thought I bought more wick than that. So I know I bought more than that. So some of this, let me make sure all of this, none of this was wick. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, let me put this one down. Oh, if you were to see the amount of boards that I had to bring, let me see if I can bring this camera for you to see. You see all those boards sitting there on the ground. Those are all different boards and things that I got to work on and fix for people. So I have loads of it. Oh, let's start off on some. And some over here. Oh, Trina, I thought you were talking about pictures from SGVCF. Yeah, well, it is quite a lot of boards. Now, these here that I have here, these are, some of y'all may actually remember the guy from Sun Remarketing. His son, Tony, was selling a bunch of things on eBay, and I managed to pick up a bunch of these Apple III 12-volt memory cards from him. They look in good condition. I mean, if the chips alone are still in good shape, which I can test on my actually retro chip tester, these are going to be very handy to actually have. These are not MT, but are these MT? No, they don't say the MT on them, but anyway, I got a bunch of these, so 12 noon that thing starts streaming. That's kind of late for and until 5. I mean, VCF, I think, ran until 10 o'clock at actually night on actually Saturday night. It started at 9. But for a lot of people, it was practically 24 hours. Jeez, from the time of setting up to being there, in and out. So I got a total of actually 6 of these cards. And the other 2. I mean, they're all fully populated and everything. I looked in great condition, so I'll definitely have to try them out. So if anything, I mean, it's one good to have them, and um, if anything, a bunch of donor chips if it needs to be. I actually hope not because these. So if anyone wants to join into the stream, it is on the Discord. It is open. So here's another one and another one. They all look in excellent shape. So this one here, a little broken there, but okay. Let's see if I can consolidate this down to just 2 bags now instead of 3. All right, so that's the RAM cards. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see here. You were so mad that you ran out of energy, Chris. Still get okay. Yes, Chris. Only human. Only so much you can do. So, um, some of these boards are for my own use that I bought myself, also, but most are for repair. Um, when I buy them, it's more for me to have a donor, or um, or for me to try to fix. So this is a classic 2 board. I needed a classic 2 that had 2 actually chips because of something that 2 that has 2 actually ROM chips because of something that my team is working on. Um, we all know how difficult this is to to actually find those chips and to work with them. Let me see where if I can find where I just put that item I need, and then I can give you a little hint of what it is that we're working on. So the thing that we all know that I mean, these chips are getting harder to find and even more harder to actually program. So one of the things that my team and I are coming out with is a little device like this that you can put into the ROM sim programmer because the edge is like a sim. Clip it in and you can program the 2 ROM chips, modern ROM chips that are already going to be on there, and then this has got legs on it, and you just drop it in. So it will be a replacement board for the ROM. So something very simple. It will have 4. It will be a 4 megabyte ROM, and it will have a boot and everything. So that's what this is that is being worked on. Because on here you can't put a SIM socket. This was before that time. So we make it this way that you can replace it with this. And then anytime you can pop it out, you can actually stick it into the ROM sim programmer and you can reprogram it and then pop it back in. So that's why I needed a two chip version. I only have an actually four chip version, so I needed one of two. So I don't know if this works yet. I have not tested this board. I bought it off of eBay. I bought one off of eBay, and I had someone. No, this is the one Mark sent me. This is the one that came from Canada because I can see the actually egret. He had some broken pins on it, and he had to Dremel it out and resurface it. So this one, but he told me it does work, and that's the one that came from Canada. This is for um, a laptop that he had busted that he sent me this. He's not sure if it works, but the main reason why he sent it to me was for the chips for me to have. So that's those two boards. So anyway, that's that one. If y'all recall, also, um, remember a guy that had for sale two portables on eBay, and he had them, or on Facebook, he had them for actually three actually $100. Well, I was the one who I was the one who actually bought them, and I left the main units up in actually Florida. They're too big for me to bring down. I just brought down the actually boards. So these are the two boards for them. Um, I took them out and I cleaned them out already and all that, and um, the bottom here was very blue, extreme, a lot of little blue traces and so forth. I mean, you can still there's still some blue here, but you can't really see it too well. But that's all from the cap leakage, okay? And up on top too, there was quite a bit. There's still some hidden in there, but it's like this blue product that comes from the cop from the capacitor juice eating into the copper and so forth, and then really making a mess of things. I had it big time on the actually Lisa boards, but the drawback of that is I on the underside here. I don't remember which board exactly. You can see it might have been this one. There's just way too much actually a trace damage. Too much. Way too much trace damage on the bottom of the boards. Although the actually tops look very nice, very good. I mean, some areas it still look kind of cruddy, like here, and you can still see a lot of the blue crap there. Let me go to scope view here. Maybe with this you can see what I mean. You see that? You see that blue gunk? You can see where Camp Juice has gotten to quite a few of these chips over here too. You can still see some of that blue gunk. And on the underside, I forgot where I was, and I saw all the chip damage. Well, all the trace damage over here. I mean, you can see I have. I mean, look at all this here, up here. I mean, I may try to. I'm just afraid it's going to be way too much. You can see the actually blue gunk. I mean, it's like in all the Vias. So you look at all this patch here. I have not scraped a lot of it off yet. You see that there's missing. So see all here. I don't know. I it might be too much. It might I still got to see. Maybe it's when I got more time. I will look it over. That first one was a classic too, Gut Bomb. Yes, that was a classic too. The main reason why I needed it was for me to have an actually two chip version. So um, yeah, these two might become donors. I'll have to check over them really good and see. Usually, if I gotta fix like about 15 or less traces, then I may do it. 15 is not too bad. But it's just I'm seeing this actually blue polka dots everywhere, and when it gets into the VS there, it's even worse. So and some of the caps have just fallen off. Like that one fell off. The axial ones I cut off because they were all leaking, but I had some of them just fall off. And when I opened it, I mean, looking at it, it looked okay, but it wasn't until I flipped them over that I saw all the decay and all the blue stuff. So anyway, that's the story with these two. So these two are mine. So we will see what I'll do with them. All right. So now this one here is another classic two. I bought this one off of eBay. Um, Caps are still on there. It is also a two chip version because I bought this one first and it was sitting in Florida for a while, and then my friend Mark up in Canada said that he'll send me one also. So this one here I'll have to refix and get it working. So this one is also my board. Uh, okay, this one here is a SE30. This came from someone, Steve. It was a Steve, not McAdee for Steve, a different Steve. And it's a battery bombed. Some chips here missing and all that. Let me zoom this in a bit more. Okay, so a lot of corrosion around, some chips missing, uh, crystals missing. Well, no crystal there, cap missing, resistors there missing that control the battery charging. Um, well, the battery power coming to the RTC and that. The actually ROM was still stuck in there, and I can see that it has some corrosion on it here. But luckily, what I already had a spare board that I transferred reloaded, so I sent him that one already. So and so this board becomes a donor for me to transfer so that I can have some more ready. So this is a transfer I have to do. Uh, this one here is another portable board. This is not for someone. This is mine. But this one is in much better shape. I mean, this one has no issues with it that I could see. Very good shape board, and hopefully this one. Even the power unit, even the hybrid power unit, looks very clean. Yes, the caps are still on there, so I will recap it and test it. I've done a little bit of testing on it already to see if it had any grounding issues or so forth, or any short, and I don't find any. So, um, yeah, this one might be a working one that I can put into one of my machines. I try not to use it as a donor for now. I don't want to use it as a donor. I think this board is in excellent shape. This one here is a so yeah, I told you when I bought chips from that guy at actually VCF, I bought chips. So these are, I can't see the writing too good right now. 2764s. So now this is, yeah, this is another SE30 bombed board that I bought. I'm going to do a transfer, and you can see that's pretty bombed, right? So definitely one. Don't see too much. Just the main damage in this area here. I'm not even gonna try to rescue this. I mean, this will, because I do have quite a bit of corrosion up here also. So these here leaked for sure, because I can see the actually Apple Sound chip is got actually green legs. These two 26LS30s have, well, this one especially has actually green legs. Around here, the actually serial is okay. The SCSI looks okay, but there is cap leakage here. The swim looks good. The two VS look good. So this is a transfer. This next one here, this is also SE30. There's going to be a transfer. This board came in close to the end of when I was about to leave. Let me make sure I don't show the person's address there. This is for a person in Oregon, Lair. It's also a battery bombed board. This, so we can see how badly this is. Mike, good morning. How are you there? Oh, you were busy. This actually trip that I was up there did not get to link up with you. So yeah, this one here is a bit more because although he did send me the CPU, it's got some broken legs on it and it's in bad shape. So this is definitely a transfer candidate. So he sent me. I mean, when I say the CPU is in bad shape, we can see legs that are missing, right? Look at all that. So anyway, legs are even stuck in here. And then this is the video ROM, but that's okay because I can make these. I can program these. This looks like a programmed one anyway. Oh no, it's still an Apple one, 2764. Now you see why I buy all those 2764s. And he sent me some chips and bags and capacitors in that bag. The ROM, ugh, and the memory. But yes, this is a repair job. I'll transfer. Uh, on those portables, I did bring them down with me this time. Shoot, but I didn't bring down the memory card. I left that one up there. Oh no, I left the modem up there. All right. One of those portables had in it the actually memory card, so I have that, and the other one had a different ROM card in it. No, this says RAM also. I read it as ROM, but it says RAM, but Mac RAM. So both of these, but this was in the ROM slot because it's a different. No, they're the same. Okay, well, out there they are both RAM, Mac RAM and RAM. So I brought down the RAM cards with me. Yeah, well, Mike, next time I come up, I'm gonna be there longer, so we'll be okay. Okay, let's see. Now come another batch here. Oh, let me make sure these are all from the same person. The same one person sent me like five boards, five six boards. Okay, yeah, these are all from the same person. So he sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boards that I need to work on. Um, let's see here. Yeah, 5 boards. SE30 recapped about 10 months ago, as well as cleaned. The gentleman recapped it, said it still had issues. Uh, did test the analog board with another logic, and it worked. So the analog is not the problem. Suspects there may be some bad traces. The second SE30 board, exactly the same description as number one on the board above. So two of them with probably bad traces. Sent me a Color Classic. This was a working board when it was removed from the machine, but it's been more than 15 years since then. So I suspect it needs recapping. I'm not sure what other issues may have developed. This is your board to keep and serves as a partial offset to work on the SE30 board. Okay. Another Color Classic above, exactly the same description as number three above. So two SE Color Classics. And then sent me a LC550, a condition unknown at this time, purchased more than 15 years ago, with the intent of using it as an upgrade for the Color Classic, along with the Sonnet Presto Plus 040 accelerator board. The upgrade project did not happen, and the board has been here since that time. Again, this is for you to keep as an offset. So, anyway, so I have two SE30s to fix then and send to him. The other ones, I'll try to fix them and see if he wants them. I'll send them to him. Then see what can do with them. So, um, let's go take a look and see. Let's go take a look and see what we can find. My neighbors probably want to kill me for running the ultrasonic cleaner 9:30 a.m. Well, um, they could, but 9:30 is not too bad. Um, So now, again, this this stream I did, it is on actually StreamYard, so anyone that wants to join in can find it on Discord. The link is there. So this is one of the SE30s that he sent me. Well, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's everything soldered in. Whoa, wow. Anyway, we'll see what we can do with it. It might just be a broken trace, like what he says. There might be an internal trace is broken. So first thing I'll do is I'll run it. I'll run through the matrix and check all the traces to see where they go. Make sure nothing is grounding out because you see, like on some of these, they're bent. So they're bent. They're bent a little bit too much and making contact. You could have problems. I normally check for any of these missing ferrite beads. Also, sometimes they do come off, and then the board will not work. Because it looks very nice. It looks. All the caps are put in the correct order. Anyway, well, we'll work on it and see. That's one of them. Wow, this is the second board too, and it looks very nice. This one looks extremely nice and clean. Wow, and they cut the leg and then solder on the new one onto the leg. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing it that way. So I'll definitely replace these two. Again, it looks very nice and clean. You see, this one is. I'll connect it and see. Hopefully, maybe those two may not be that bad of a project. This looks like the Color Classic because it has possibility of a SIM socket, you see, but we've tried that, man, but there's so many other little components that are missing. It's kind of funny because Joakim and Doug Brown, we've been looking at this stuff about SIM socket for the Color Classic, and it's kind of funny that we're finding out that if some of these components up here, and there are a couple other little ones down here in the bottom, that if they're added and you had the right software, you could program this ROM from the OS itself because it adds a self programming option, capabilities to it. kind of very interesting. And yes, you needed to actually jump this also. This actually J11 jumper. So anyway, but yeah, we have something coming for this to be able to use different ROMs. But the Color Classic is a very finicky machine. It's hard to explain, but um, yeah, because we're finding some very interesting things with the ROM for the Color Classic. Okay, so that's one of them. This is another one of his boards. There were some other boards that were on the way to me, but they didn't make it to me in time. So, and they just got delivered yesterday and today. This is the other Color Classic, and boy, I can see. I don't know if you can see it from the camera. Look at the glare. Look at the cap juice leakage all back here, up here too. I can see it. I can see the glare is different. Okay? And back here too. Oh boy, that poor egret. Oh, that poor chip. Lots of mess back there. Let's take a look. You'll see. A lot of it looks like just dirt. It did not. It didn't damage it. Doesn't look like any major damage. Not there, at least. All right, and we go back here to the sound one, and we can see that leakage. Look at all that. Ugh. So definitely gotta take that off, clean it, and put it back. Oh, anyway, that's that one. And then this other one, yeah, it does look nasty. All right, this is the 550. Yeah, I have a bunch of boards. I have two that someone is sending. I think it's two from from France. Okay, this is the 551. Trina coming.
Hey, hey,
Hi, Trina. How are you?
good.
Uh
Proudly wearing my. Hold on, I'll zoom down a bit.
huh.
Proudly wearing my Apple II shirt for the event.
Uh huh.
Seemed seemed appropriate.
But you still got some time. I mean, that thing is still like. I mean, you're on. What time is it there for you now? 10 o'clock. 10:14.
Yeah, it's about 10. Yeah, it's 10:14 right now.
So you got about another hour and a half before.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
only a 4-minute walk from the hotel.
Yeah.
So
So for you, it's easy. For
yeah,
you, it's really
exactly.
easy to actually get there. So
Mhm.
yeah. So this is the 551. Again, too, it looks very nasty back here. This doesn't have that many caps at all. But we'll see what we can do with it, right? That's all we can do.
So let's make it big.
So you went and you had your breakfast.
No, I'm having my breakfast now of orange crush and ketchup chips.
Oh, you made me
I
big
haven't.
there. Okay. Well, you can take it off a
Yeah.
big.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
those are
haven't.
most.
I haven't. I just
No,
started
those.
getting the munchies, and I'm like, oh, I'll go grab some.
Yeah, I am here still going a lot of this stuff. Okay. Oh. So when I said I bought chips, I bought quite a bit of stuff.
Well, here, I'll make it big so people can see. You see me.
These are 27 512s. Most of these are all EPROMs. They're 27 one actually 28s. Uh, 27 32s. Some more 27 one actually 28s. 27 64s. So yeah, a lot of these at 27 256s. So I mean, gut bomb. I have plenty EPROMs now for the dance. 27 256s, 27C 256. $27C32s. A whole stack more 2764s. These are 28 5 actually 12. So these are actually erasable from the actually programmer. And then these are 2764s, more of them. Then these guys, these were so hard to find, but I finally found a supplier that had some, and I only brought some. I bought like 500 of these, but I only brought some with me because of the weight. These are the DB19, the infamous DB19. You see, so like, but for PCB mounts. So when I do the classic, when I do all of the actually reloaded boards, I don't need to really salvage that anymore now, like I had to before. I have new ones that I can put on. So these are extremely hard to find. But I bought a buttload of them. But I only brought 2 actually tubes with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 of them that I brought with me. This is another product that was Mauser was getting to the end of life on it. So they were not going to restock this exact same one anymore. And I know this works with the SC30s. This is the 74 LS 166 AD. So I bought 120 of them. Okay, why you not showing up, Gut Bomb? I added you. There you are.
Hi.
How are you?
Fantastic. How are you guys?
Okay. Thank you for joining.
Will, I think you were adding him at the same time I was, so one of us removed him by mistake.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. I forgot I made you that you can add. I'm sorry. I forgot about that, Trina.
No, it's okay.
Are those DB19 ports?
Huh?
What are those ports above there, the connectors? Are those DB19?
Yes, these are actually DB19s, but these are to go onto a board.
They're the hard to find ones.
Yes. And I bought about 500 of them.
So they're even harder to find.
Yeah, I can. But when I get back up to Florida, I've got a case there. So I only brought down actually 22 right now.
Nice.
So
they're even harder to find now that Will's gone and cornered the market.
They're easier for a certain segment of the market to find though now. Anyone who knows will.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, while these are hard to find, and then also, oh, where did I put that bag? Hold on, let me find one thing here. Keep on talking. I'm. Where did I put that? Hold on, I know where it is.
Oh, did anybody see? Did you see my post on the Friends Discord? Gut Bomb?
Which one?
Which
post?
Look in the under the world of retro computing. My outfit for the day. I have the
Awesome.
Amy and Taylor sweats on and my Apple II shirt.
Nice. I'm wearing a Commodore shirt today because work is Commodore heavy.
It took me a second. I thought you were actually talking about work, and I'm like, wait, what?
No, work.
Yeah.
I did buy a bunch of actually anti-static bags of different sizes that I needed, and then I had actually Ron, the infamous Ron Computer, send me a bunch of bigger bags. And so thank you, Ron.
Trina, is Will cutting out for you too, or is that my headphones doing
that? Yeah, I think it's because he's rattling the bag at the same time, so his mic's having a problem with his voice.
Could y'all not actually hear me?
Couldn't really understand what you were saying.
Yeah, you were saying Ron, and then as you were moving the bag, you kind of cut it.
You see, I may have to abandon this microphone and go to my other one.
I think it's probably the noise. Yeah, I think it's probably the noise reduction, not knowing what to do with the bag noise.
Right, okay. Exactly.
Yeah, a bunch of anti-static bags, and I had Ron sent me a couple of the bigger ones for me to put boards in. So I have to say thank you to Ron for that. But Gut Bomb, the other thing that is hard to find are these.
Oh yeah. Those are even harder to find.
What are those?
These are also DB19s, but these are the other end.
Yeah, these are the male connector.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in this lot here, I bought actually 50 of them, but I gave 50 to one of my teammates, Jake. Jake has those 50.
I do like the 3D printed version that we got on some of the Macometers. So that is pretty cool. It's hard to 3D print the other side.
Well. That's these.
Yep.
Okay, that these here, and then you put in the pins where you want. And I did find a supplier in the States that offers these pins. But I mean, still, it comes. I mean, when you factor like 30 cents a pin.
Yeah, it's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, you see. But hey, when these run out, unless the powers to be do another batch run of orders of these, because it was actually Steve Chamberlain that did a big batch of like 10,000 of these or something, or 10,000, 20,000.
Yeah.
And he made them available to some actually resellers. But when they run out now, they run out,
right?
Huh?
Yeah, that was like 6 years ago, wasn't it? Something
right.
Like
yes, and when they run out, they're gonna run out. I mean, I have not heard if he's gonna do another batch.
Yeah, I think the tooling for these is gone.
So I don't know if he's gonna do another batch. So if that's the case, then you only have the actually 3D printed ones left. But yes, you see, this is for.
And that's the floppy drive connector for old Macs.
Yes.
It used to be lots of things, but then, nobody uses that connector anymore, so they don't make them anymore.
Right, that's the thing. So it becomes obsolete. So.
And it's such a simple connector too. There are so many connectors that are just like it, that just have more pins that are still made.
Yes, correct. So I do have 25 of them here for me because I need to make a bunch of Tash 20s, and because of the Tash 20s having the Tash 20s use actually quite a bit more pins, it's
Yep.
not cost effective for me to use a 3D printed one.
Yeah, not until you're forced to when you just can't get these anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But then Will's
if I was
cornered the market, so he's good.
so if I was no, some people know where to get these. For now,
Yeah.
What is a Tash 20?
the Agitash 20 is a HD20 hard drive emulator.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
SD card piece.
so it works off a floppy because the HD20 drive from Apple worked off a floppy.
What are you
So
crunching on?
Me?
who
Yeah, gut bomb.
It was this thing making that
Okay.
noise.
It's yeah. It sounded like you were eating something like crunchy.
I had a donut with roast beef for breakfast.
I am having ketchup chips and which I know Americans don't understand, and orange crush pop.
I like ketchup chips. I got some when I was in Quebec,
Yeah.
and they're pretty good.
A couple of years ago, I sent somebody a Christmas, like we did a Christmas exchange, and they were down in Texas, so I packed it like full of bags of ketchup chips. I just basically went with everything you can find in Canada that you can't find in the States.
So when you come to VCF next year,
I
bring
will have
down
ketchup chips.
some ketchup chips and some prawn chips.
Yeah, I can totally do that. I don't like prawn chips myself, but
I love them. They don't taste like prawns. They just taste like, flavorful salt. But
yeah, they taste really. To me, they taste crappy. But that's me.
So good boy. Here's some more 82 CSU55s.
I don't want to hear about it.
This is actually 4 more here, but man, those things are expensive. These are high price.
Yeah, I found the old ones that I found on eBay are like around $5 a piece, but to get new ones like from Mauser or DigiKey, they're like $16 a piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got these from actually Jamco.
Did you see what Mike said?
Are they new parts or are they used?
I'm pretty sure these are going to be used. These are not new. I don't think I paid that much for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look at the invoice. And then here too, I bought some more.
Will, take a look at your screen. I just highlighted what Mike said.
Start up an Apple vintage repair company and corner of the market. No, it's just well, I did end up buying all of the 30-pin SIMs from this one place. 30-pin SIM sockets. They don't have any more now. I bought them all.
Which place? PE connector?
No. PE connector I couldn't buy from because my credit card is actually international, and they don't take PayPal.
That's where I got my 30-pin SIM sockets for my reloaded board. They had the ROM SIM socket too.
I couldn't buy from actually them, and when I contacted them, I says, "Look, I mean, what about taking PayPal or this or that, or I mean, allowing me to? I'll send you all information proving to you that this is real, that it's not a scam." They're like, "No, sorry." I'm like, "Okay, well then I won't buy from y'all. I'll buy from other people."
Well, if you ever run into anything that you need to order from there, make an arrangement with me and we can probably do something.
Yeah. So these are some more 27C5 actually 12s. What is this one? 27C5 12s. Yeah, more. And the same thing here. Yeah. What I like what actually Jamco does is that they sell you a grab bag. They sell you like a tube like actually this, and it's got 10 chips in it. They are old stock that they pull out of things, and then it's for you to actually check them and actually erase them. But they sell it cheap. So I buy quite a bit from them that actually way. What happened to everyone? Everyone went quiet.
Oh, we're just listening to you talk.
All right. So I don't know. The actually picture it actually looked actually frozen to me. And then
Oh
this
no,
was another item that I needed, and these two were also very hard to find. But I found them off of eBay. I hope they're
Can I
good.
guess what they are before you pull them out of the bag?
Yeah,
Are they the dip resistor packs?
they are actually resistor packs, but they are for. Hold on here. They were very hard to find, but they are for this. This is the Apple Cat,
I see.
which I have a reproduction board. So
Nice.
this is for me to actually build this. So I needed the two actually resistors for here.
Are they the same as the SE30 ones or different values?
Oh, different. So I bought some here just for this. Those are different. I did buy a big stock of those also for the actually SE30 because they were going out, and I think I bought two. I bought two actually 100 of those. So, but yeah, these are for the Apple Cat. This is for me to be able to make this. And the Apple Cat is pretty much like actually Tech Step and so forth. So
Trina disagrees.
oh,
So I have these guys. Let's see if I can make it focus on this. These are like modern recreations of those resistor packs using these surface mount resistors. And then you use pin headers on them.
all right, hold on. Let me. Oh shoot! Why? I'm trying to put you in the big frame, but I can't seem to get you.
Now
Why
you're
can't I
now you're
know.
fully big. That's good.
Oh, we lost Trina. Okay.
Yeah, she said she'd be right back.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
those are. Yeah, those are. But those I've seen those, and I've been meaning to actually look into them.
yeah, I haven't tried them. I was able to salvage the ones off the board, off the original board, and I tested them with a multimeter, and they were fine. Hey Trina, I think you got an echo.
Yeah, probably because I'm on my internal micro, like for my headset died.
Bummer. Go to
I forgot to charge
go to
it
the
last night before I went to bed.
settings and go to audio in StreamYard.
Yeah,
And
I've done
and
that.
there's like an
I've
echo cancellation thing on there.
Yeah, I've turned it on.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's not working.
So I'll just try to talk a little.
Oh, Dave just posted on Discord saying that his kitty cat Reba passed away.
You're not echoing. We can hear ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Could y'all hear me?
Sort of. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, one of the other things that we have that I brought. This is the new actually Tech Step that Max and some other teams are working on. I have one of the only prototypes outside of England.
I think it's so cool. Hi, Sloopy.
So this is the new Tech Step that's being made that will soon be available. but it's very nice that it has all the ROMs already built in. You just change different actually dip as you switches, and you get the ROM. So we had this at the actually VCF and showing it there, and Javier hopefully is gonna make a case for it, design a case.
What battery is in there?
This is an actually rechargeable battery that's in here, 3.7 volts.
Ah, yeah, the same kind of battery that's in these guys.
Yeah. It's actually not even a battery. Surprisingly, it has on here. Well, no, well, sorry, yeah, 2,200 milliamps.
Does it have the numbers 18650 on it somewhere?
Yep,
Yep, that's what it is.
18650 is right there, but it doesn't focus very well. This camera up close. But yeah, this is the new actually tech actually step that pretty soon we're gonna be making it available. Halfmaster, there. Speaking of you,
Speaking of the devil, and the devil appears.
I was just talking about you about the case for this.
Oh, cool. Good morning, Trina. Hey, when are you gonna send me those things, man? I was thinking about it.
I just got back into Cayman yesterday, and I went to bed early. So, give me the weekend for me to see what I can do.
Sure. Whenever you want.
Because I need to get the files from actually Jake.
Yeah, I just need the sizes, exact sizes, and all that.
So yeah,
that was great. You know, a lot of people were very interested in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that would be great because we can get a case in that design. But last I heard from Max is that he's changing this a little bit because this is a weak spot right here.
Okay.
Because this is one board, this is another board, and then you got this, which is the screen.
And consider that the cables are gonna be pushing and pulling the top part. Yeah.
Right. So what he's doing is that he's making all this now one board, and that the actually screen will go right on it instead.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So that is one change that's coming. Okay, and then he's also looking to see where we can put this battery instead. If we can go more somewhere else.
Yeah, if you could put it in between them because it's a rechargeable battery.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So if you could put it on underneath instead on top, that would be great.
Yeah, because then all this will be flatter.
Yeah.
Those batteries get really hot when they're charging, so you have to
okay,
where it lives in the thing too.
Or what about all the way down? You know, like flushed all the way down.
Yeah, on the bottom.
Like that in the middle.
Yeah,
so well, affect anything.
Yeah, well, if he's changing all of this design a little bit, I mean, there's plenty of room. I don't know if he can move some of this. This goes up a little bit. Maybe he can't put the battery. I don't know. I don't have.
Yeah. Hopefully.
See, I'm on board with the rotary switch suggestion.
Yeah.
So overall, yeah, this is. I brought it here I actually brought it here to Cayman with me to when I'm doing some board repairs, and I do the videos. I'm gonna use this one for me to see how it works. Just to really test it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that is very great. If people are interested, and we can see what we can drum up with this.
Yep.
So having this and having the actually Apple Cat cards, I think will be very nice. And so, because then I will build those. So anyway, but that's just about the stuff I brought down. I mean, I do have a lot of parts, a lot of small parts I brought from Mouser and DigiKey, but that's for me to make the Dan stuff, restock up some of my supplies and so forth, and different things that I need. So
nice.
So, but yeah, let me speak with Jake. Let me get the Gerbers and all the files on actually this, and then we can see what we can send you.
That would be awesome.
But
Here's the
but
pile of junk that I'm going to send you, Will.
you're gonna send me those Dan
Yeah,
boards.
this pile
Yeah.
of junk right here.
I don't call it junk. Hey, those
Okay.
that those 2 Dan cards were the
These
first.
two are junk.
Nah, we'll get them to work. You know that those 2 Dan cards I took there were the 2 first things that I sold. The people just wanted
Nice.
them for the Apple IIs.
Trina, you should be in line right now to get into the thing. What's going on?
It's only a 4-minute walk for her, so it is
Doesn't
very
matter.
easy.
She should be in line.
It doesn't start until an hour and 20 minutes.
You don't want to be the first?
Are you going to do any streaming from there, Trina?
Oh man.
Well, Javier, I mean,
Video.
it's a computer show that actually starts at 12 o'clock. I mean, that's kind of late.
What?
That's very
Well,
late.
it's Canada, you know, those guys are weird.
Yeah, well, that's what I think so too, Canada.
Well,
So,
it's being
I
held
did-
in
I did
a,
get one of-
we like to sleep in up here.
it's being held in a grocery store. I'm serious. It actually is in a grocery store.
It is?
It's not an active grocery store anymore, but the location used to be a grocery store. Where is
So
it going
I
to be
did
next
get one
year,
of-
Trina? When you're running it, what's the venue going to be?
Oh, I don't know yet when I'm running it.
So I did get one of these adapters. This is for the video, like what Ron is using and what Dave has also. So this is the RGB to actually HDMI 6-bit TTL board.
What is the stadium that Toronto FC plays in called? You could have it there.
The
I want one
Sky
of those.
Dome?
No.
No, the soccer team.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Trina would know. So I got that also, and then there was one other thing I got. Where did I put that?
It's called BMO Field. It's a very nice looking stadium. It would be perfect for a retro computing festival.
Where did I put that?
It is soccer season though, so
here.
I doubt they would make it available to you.
I bought this over there. This is the Apple II over to actually VGA card.
And that's got a Pico on it.
Yeah, so I basically dropped this into the Apple II, and I end up getting
Yeah,
VGA output.
I think that's Vince's real design.
Yeah,
Or
well, this is a David Cooter
Maybe okay.
based
Got
on
it.
the Apple
Snoopy.
II VGA by
Hey,
actually
Snoopy!
Mark. Oh,
What's so
Sloopy's
cool
there.
to meet
Okay, you
Snoopy
already
and
added him. Okay.
Will
Hi,
over
Sloopy.
there.
How are you?
Greetings and sanitations, all.
Are you doing okay over there?
Except for this really clean part over here and the mess over there. Doing great.
Trina, make him big. I need to see how clean that is. Okay, well, that didn't make him big. There he is. Looks a bit better, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little.
last night
getting
I
there.
wasn't able to watch most of the old World Tech Fridays last night because me and my two sons were hanging this TV.
I can actually
Uh-huh.
see the wall.
Yeah. Well, the TV used to be here,
But there was stuff in front of it, right?
and it was sitting on this bench. This bench is actually about 2 feet further back than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to go all the way over under that TV. That's my workbench, and the base on that TV is huge, so it was like taking up almost a foot of this workbench. So now that it's hanging, it won't take up any of the bench space. And my sons were not happy because that TV is a old plasma, so it's very
heavy.
Yes,
Very heavy.
And we were holding it up, trying to drill the holes, and it wasn't quite straight because you see the concrete wall here.
Uh-huh.
At the top of it, it goes further back, and it's like on the first rafter. So you're like having to go up, over, and back in to drill the holes. It was funny because the very first hole that we drilled, the bolt wouldn't go in. And so I told my son, hey, you want a hammer? And he's like, sure. So I told him, I said, you got two choices.
And
The one hammer is please go in. The other hammer, I wasn't asking. So he took, I wasn't asking because the bolt was still like 4 inches out. And he goes, whack. And the bolt went all the way in. And it's like on the other bolts, it's only showing like 2-3 threads. And this one, when he hit it in, it was like 5 threads, 6 threads showing on the other side. So, yeah, it went in all right. But yeah, it's I was thinking I was going to have to put some supports like straight back because it would be front heavy, so it'd lean back a little bit. But it's there so solid that when you wiggle it, the rafter wiggles. Yeah, because they're 2x3s that connect to the back of the TV, and they're held in by M8 bolts, and then there's 4 1/4-inch bolts that hold the 2x3s to the rafter. So yeah, it's the wall mount that I got for it wouldn't handle it because it was only for up to 50 pounds, and that TV is 53 pounds, I think it is. And although it'd probably hold it for a while, I didn't want to chance it for a long-term thing. Oh, also, Javier,
Not if it's heavy. What's up?
yeah. I won't actually be able to ship until Monday because I thought it was in the box that was just right there because I have two boxes that are identical, and it's in the other one, which is over on the other side, buried. And my post office closes in an hour and 10 minutes. We won't be able to get over.
Yeah, don't
there.
worry. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. He's gonna lend me a Coco SDC, so I can play with my Coco. That it's also coming.
Yep. Also, I'm going to be loaning you the one with the case that I 3D printed.
Oh, nice.
And I was still working out the bugs in 3D printing when I printed it. So there's a part of it that's a little it's a little brittle, but don't worry about it if it gets broken or anything. I'm not sweating it.
Do you want me to do one for you?
If you want to reprint one,
yeah,
that's no problem.
I'll be happy. And actually, if you want, just put an SD card with games over there. Your SD card. I'll copy it, and then I'll when I send it back, I'll send it back with the SD card.
Okay.
And it'll take Javier like 10 minutes to print it.
How far? How far are you from Chicago?
A little bit far.
Yeah, he's all the way down in Miami.
5 days.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're near Stevie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say, come to Coco Fest.
No, I wish, but yeah.
I think that Javier is actually closer to me than he is to Chicago.
I am, yeah.
Well, yeah, well, you've got 5 months to plan. I mean, it's in March or April.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe.
So you've got a little bit of time. It's right around the time of VCF East.
Okay.
They're usually within like 2 to 4 weeks of each other. So, yeah, the cartridge that I have, I don't have it in my hands right now, but it's I actually printed it in gray, silver gray, similar to the Coco one.
Yeah.
So it looks really nice.
That's what I want. I always like to do that, you know, print it in a color very similar to the original one. So,
Yeah. Well, it was actually designed to go into the floppy controller cartridge for the Coco.
cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward for it. I'm right now I'm printing some things on 3D replacement for the 5 1/4 drive that I got for PC for the Apple II. So that's gonna be cool. And when I'm done, maybe I'll do that. You know, I got several things to print out now that I got. Oh, and I just sold my old printer, so I'm very happy.
What was your old printer?
It's a Creality CR10 SB2. It's a big one. The
Yeah.
30 by 30.
Yep.
It's really good, but you know, it was so slow, and you know, compared to this one, I'm
Yeah.
very happy.
I wanted one of those.
Printer, but yeah.
In the private chat for StreamYard, I posted the link to the case that I actually have.
Oh, cool. I'll get it. Yep.
Yeah, it's the one that they usually sell with them. They're like generic roundish cases, and I think this fits the Coco much better, especially with the grill openings in it and all.
Yep. Yeah. You're right.
The only thing I don't like about it is the you see the button on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on mine the button broke off, so but it's a little.
Yeah, I don't like it when people try to build things 3D printing with PLA designed to flex, because it's going to break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
I
mean,
designed a button, but it has like 3 things
mhm.
that hold it, so it actually allows you to move it. But it's
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah, but you're not moving it very much because it's a micro switch, so you're moving it like 0.5 millimeter.
Okay.
And it sits up against it, so it's like the
Barely.
PLA moves very little.
Okay.
But because I was having issues with what do you call it? In a small area like that, I was having problems with consistency in the layers. I mean, you'll see it,
Yeah.
but it's yeah. I mean, if you want to, you can print a new one.
Sure.
But yeah, because I actually bought specific gray, battleship gray filament to print it out, so it's
Let me
the
write
same
it down
color as
just
the
in
Coco
case.
one. Yeah, I know I keep telling people that it's much cleaner here, but from this camera angle, you can't really tell. And
You can tell if you saw it a couple weeks ago, though.
yeah, but I mean, even still, it's like you couldn't see that I only had a path that was about this wide, and now you can see a lot of the carpet.
So, Trina, you know if Big Bad Biologist is actually streaming today? I didn't see anything. No.
I don't think he is because he's doing
not,
there's a 12-hour stream today that he was going to watch or maybe participate in or something.
Oh wow.
There is a 12-hour stream today?
Yeah, I can't remember the details. He posted about it on Discord a couple days ago.
Wow.
That
Guys,
okay,
I'm gonna
that
leave
is
because
good
I gotta
or-
go. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm gonna leave. I gotta go and drive 2 hours to sell my printer. Talk to you later, guys.
All right, okay, guys. later.
Take
Bye.
care, guys. Bye.
Uh,
No, I don't remember anything about that. Let me jump onto 12-hour stream that he's doing.
I don't think he's doing it. Somebody else is doing it. It's like a charity stream, but it's he
Oh,
wanted
okay,
to
and that
participate in
and that he's actually involved with. Okay,
I can't remember.
all right,
where he
and then
posted that.
Tech Ambrosia normally does one too. I mean, well, who's the other one that does one in the afternoon? Yes, there is.
Tech Ambrosia is usually late afternoon, around 5ish.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, she does one
Uh,
around then. No, it just I'm gonna start working on some of these boards, and that's why I want to. I don't know if I'm gonna record it or if I'm gonna do it live.
Around 2 p.m. there's another
So
stream
because
that
I
goes
have
on.
to.
Which one, Sloopy?
There's a stream at 2 p.m. but not much of anyone here watches it.
Whose is that one?
It's the one that I'm part of at the Coco Nation.
Okay.
See, he sounds so excited.
Okay, and then one of the
So basically, Will, don't feel bad if you overstream it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but I may actually record it because repairing board has a lot of dead periods in it. Has a lot of slow process, and sometimes I don't have much to say, so I may just record it. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But
When I-
one of the other things I bought was this guy, a Stream Deck.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's to help me with my streaming and so forth. So
Yeah, when I start, once everything is set up and moved around, I'm going to start streaming again, and I'm just going to stream my workbench, my test bench, and just while I'm working. And if it's slow, it's slow. If people talk, people talk.
yeah, well, that's how I feel with it too. I mean, I mean, if you want to see what this work really is, you got to understand that. I mean, there's going to be times that you're just sitting there soldering. There's not much else going on, and it's slow. I mean,
Yeah,
when you've got so many chips to put on, and I mean, you're just focused on putting them on. It actually is what it is. I mean, there's no way to make actually soldering look actually pretty.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, you don't want to listen to me.
Only so much you can do.
You don't want to listen to me soldering through hole passives. I cuss a lot because I hate doing that. I would much rather do surface mount passives because they're a pain in the ass. I mean,
yeah, it can be. It can be a.
they're tedious.
I don't mind through.
Yeah, it's when you do a lot of soldering, they get to be very tedious and a pain in the ass. So,
yeah, so I think some of the boards that I'm probably going to work on first is from this guy that sent me 5. Because I think his
Where are
his
those
issue is going to
dogs?
be more.
Are those your dogs, Sloopy, or those?
yeah,
yours,
they're
bro?
mine.
They're freaking out.
I
The
don't
male's
I don't
here.
I don't have any pets.
Yeah, they. It's funny because they're both labs. One's a chocolate lab, one's a black lab.
That's
but,
only 2 dogs.
Yeah, but one of them is a lab hound mix, and the other one's a lab terrier mix. So the hound, every time they hear any of like the fire truck, ambulance, etc., they'll start to howl because of the siren. And it's funny because the hound, he can howl pretty good, whereas the terrier, it's not in his genetics for howling, so he learned it from the other one.
So
And
he's just imitating the other one.
Yeah, he's just imitating the other one, and he's got like wolves in there along with the howls, but he's like 4 or 5 now, so he's actually howling pretty good.
I can't believe
Well,
that's only
I
2
just
dogs. It
put-
sounded like 7.
I just put my headset back in so I could quickly say I'm off. I'm going to
All right.
grab a bite to eat at Tim Hortons because there's a Tim Hortons like right next door. So
Ew.
yay!
Have a wonderful
Wow.
time at work. I hope you get lots of pictures.
Yeah, take
if you
take
feel
your
like
pictures and put them on Discord. Let us see.
Yeah.
Oh
Why,
yeah, no,
why
I'll be
aren't you
taking
going to stream there at all?
because I don't have that
So-
much data.
Oh,
Oh, well, you have
Uh,
Canada.
No, I have 1 gig of data, so I don't want to go sucking it up.
Yeah,
Okay, you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when Ken came down here, I told him he could use my phone for streaming because I have unlimited everything.
Yeah, I think everybody down here has unlimited everything.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just
that's
how it
because
is now.
that's because a lot of people are like Dave with really crappy internet, so they have to use their 5G to stream. Whereas in Canada, we have good internet, so we don't need a lot of data on our phone.
Well, no, people around here are just too lazy to actually use something wired.
Yeah, true enough.
Well, actually, in the area that I specifically live in, people are too stupid to have desktop computers, and they mostly have cell phones and tablets and shit like that.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Well, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go put my shoes on. I got my bag packed. I had myself muted, so I'm all ready to rock and roll. Go grab a quick bite to eat and grab a coffee and head over.
Don't forget to get some hand sanitizer.
and tell Frank.
Yeah, and deodorant. I gotta find that too.
and a mask.
Here.
And a mask.
Perfect.
A lot of people at Edgy Midwest called it. I'm still COVID free.
Yeah,
I
I have a mask, so we're good there.
Here you
So,
go. That should
it
be
is
enough.
out
It's 34 ounces.
there.
All right,
All right,
guys.
Tina.
download
enjoy,
that.
I'll see you
enjoy
later.
yourself and actually let us know later.
And tell
Yeah,
Frank
will
I
do.
said hi.
Yeah, I'll tell Frank that he should have like responded to you last week. But anyway.
Where's my damn
Oh.
box, bitch?
Frank is there
Yeah.
from. If Frank is going to be there, Frodo, or not?
No,
Is it-
Frank.
is-
Retro Rewind.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Trina. Enjoy. Bye.
I'm gonna take off too. I
Yeah,
got some
I'm gonna
Saturday
I'm
morning
gonna be
chores.
ending the stream because I need to go. I need to run to the grocery store and pick up some things that I didn't get to do yesterday, and because I just flew back in yesterday.
Yeah, I got to go to the post office because
Yeah. So
box
I gotta
didn't
go.
to Trina.
I gotta go there and get some food and things that I need for the house, and then I'll come back and I'll start working on actually one of these SC30s that I need to get done. So anyway, folks, thank you y'all for actually joining in, and I will have possibly another live one this afternoon,
Okay.
where I start working on this board. All right, okay, guys, everyone, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.